Hello, this is not spring chicken. Yes, as you can guess. Well, this, I have a feeling that El Nino is coming because, well, it's still awfully dark outside, so we are, of course, inside filming again. But no worries, because there's tons of news going on. So we're going to bring Oldecam on. Oh, yeah. And don't call him a clunker. So anyway, we're going to bring Oldecam on for comments on the headlines of today.
I've been working trying to get the music department in full operation.
Oh, that's why you need to wipe your eyes?
Oh yeah, and just, get to be my age and you spend 24 hours a day working.
Well, and we were talking about clunkers. Now, the clunker, of course, that we're talking about is the Cash for Clunkers program.
Yeah, it went busted in 4 days, and it wasn't because they sold. You realize how many cars you could sell with $4,500 thing, plus all the cars. The $4,500 was only if you met certain specifications. A lot of it's only 1,000, and they didn't sell 10 million cars, folks.
Well, if they had sold 10 million cars, we would have heard about it.
I know. Nobody's talking about record sales anywhere, and then the sales were all foreign anyway.
Yeah, and if a lot of you aren't quite familiar with what we're talking about, it's that new Cash for Clunkers program that they put into effect, and it had been funded with $1 billion.
$1 billion was supposed to last till November, and basically 4 days it was out of money, and they're trying to find out where the money went.
But no worries, because what's going to be happening?
Well,
an investigation.
They want it big, and Democrats want to know where the money is. They still want to give $3 billion more. They've lost $1 billion already, and they want to put $3 more billion into the fund.
Something's not quite right. Can we say pork?
Yeah.
There's enough pork going on. We need a piggy.
Yeah.
Obama mishandled the comments on race.
Well, that's what they're saying. No, he didn't mishandle it. They said every time Obama gets into trouble, he goes back to charges of race.
It's a race card.
It's a race card. He pulls the race card every time. They said that, I love this, that this is an opportunity to sit down and have a dialogue over the problems between the whites and the blacks. Well, the problem between the whites and the blacks is we have a black president who simply is a black president. He doesn't care about the people on in the white side. He made a point of that.
Well, I think the bad part about that is that people are discovering that, and they didn't realize that before.
Well, we knew it. We saw. Obama lost 94% of the country. 94% of the whole country. He only took the inner cities. That was it. He had no support once he got beyond a few miles out of the inner city.
Well, the Democrats push ahead with compromise health care bill.
Well, the compromise is that they're going to push it through on a yay and nay vote, and they've already said it's take it or leave it in the Senate. You either take a compromise plan, or we're going to do it on reconciliation on a party line vote anyway.
In other words, Republicans, you might as well go home because the Democrats are going to do it anyway.
They're going to do it. The people said they don't want it. The nation doesn't want it, and they're going to do it.
But this is like they don't really care about what the people want anymore.
They have it's a matter, it has to be done regardless.
Bad situation. And bad bridges passed up for stimulus cash. What do they mean by that one?
This money was supposed to be going to do things like fix the bridges.
Yeah.
They simply didn't put the money there because it would take too much of an effort. So the states have used the money for social programs, for unemployment.
Oh wait.
For I love beautification projects.
Oh, is that because they were shovel ready and the bridges took too long?
The bridges would take too long, even though the bridges are in need of repair right now and can be put to work yesterday. They could put the people to work yesterday on the repair of the bridges.
Well, I did hear that one of the states was able to hire how many people for 2 weeks?
They hired 52 people for
a 2-week period of time.
For a 2-week period for $80 million.
Sheesh.
Yeah. I think it said $457,000 per person, and the jobs weren't even full time.
See, something is wrong.
It's
something
stinks.
It's
all pork. It's the government. Government can't run programs. None of them can.
But police beat mourners in new wave of Iran unrest.
Yeah, there is no such thing. If there's anything going on, it's with the approval of the man in charge, because it is a total dictatorship, folks.
People don't They don't realize it? They thought Iran was a democracy?
Okay.
There's the problem.
They also thought, okay, only our president thinks that they can be getting internet stuff out in Iran with all of the internet shut down.
Only our president thinks that?
Yeah, he's the only one in the world that thinks this is all coming from the people. Yeah, you can't. They put up a block so the cell phones are shut down, the internet is shut down. But you're seeing live broadcast on YouTube and on Twittering out.
Yeah. Social behaviors are coming.
Oh, I love that one.
Now, what's the meaning of this one?
Okay, this is they're gonna reset everybody's mindset to convince them that it is better to buy green. They're gonna have you're gonna have to go to it's voluntary to go to green meetings.
What?
It's going to be voluntary to go to green meetings. That they're going to have meetings to explain to you the benefits of going green. They said it's going to be the same volunteer that you're going to be volunteer to join AmeriCorps, and you're going to volunteer to have counsel. You're going to have health care. There's a new part of health care. You will have child parenting sessions. Experts you will be voluntarily required to, when you have a child, to go to a child parenting session so they can explain to you how you raise your child, and then they will keep track on how your child does, and your child will keep track. The child will tell them how you're doing.
I love this voluntary requirement.
That's right.
But now talk about a nanny state. I mean, remember the joke about Big Brother?
No.
Remember, it's not a joke.
No,
Government is becoming that.
1984 is here.
Leader of Islamic sect blamed for Nigeria violence killed.
Well, generally when it's an Islamic uprising, it's an Islamic leader.
Could the Great Recession lead to a Great Revolution?
Oh yeah. Basically, they're talking that socialism will be the result of the recession. Actually, Obama is going to come on today and declare that the stimulus that didn't get out to anybody officially ended the recession 2 months ago, and the recovery has been faster than anyone would thought. But then they said George Bush's recession was worse than what they thought. So.
Oh, of course. Now that was the problem.
Yeah.
California mom exposes abuses of exchange students.
Well, anybody ever seen Married with Children, where they were taking Mila Jovovich's money that she was supposed to have, and were having parties with it?
Oh, they did that? They
Yeah.
would do things like that?
Yeah.
Study. Americans spent $34 billion on alternative medicine in 2007.
Because they put it this way. They want to be able to they don't like going to doctors, most people in this country. And under Obamacare, you'll be ordered to go to a doctor even if you don't need to go to the doctor.
Cold beer and calm words from Obama, professor and the cop.
Well, it solved nothing. They said there's going to be more meetings between the professor and the police officer, which means basically he was ordered to go there because Obama provides stimulus money to the Cambridge Police Department, so it was a mandatory thing. He showed up, and I can guess. Okay, I know people in the Los Angeles Police Department that knew my father when he was here. They're not in the police department anymore. They're retired, but they said they'd have told the President of the United States where he could have went if he'd have ordered them to show up for something like that.
GDP report is likely to show recession eased in second quarter. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's old hat.
Not only eased, it was over.
Oh yeah, that's old hat.
All of the job. Okay, they lost. Yesterday they reported the job loss was worse than they could have imagined. The financials didn't make. They announced that the housing wasn't as good. The financials weren't as good. Everything came off of. Nobody was selling anything. It came off of people being cut and savings by closing things.
Ooh, health reform and cancer.
Oh yeah, basically don't get cancer because they said it won't cover you under his health reform bill.
Are you serious? Cancer won't be covered?
Only if you're young. Anybody over a certain age won't be covered because it's not worthwhile.
A Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
Okay, a government that can't handle a cash for clunker program, runs out of money in 4 days, is going to be put in control of health care, camp and trade, and financials.